we'll be talking about mitosis, the process that helps cells divide and make identical copies of themselves. Let's find out how this important process works. But first, we need to know what is mitosis. Mitosis is when a single parent cell divides to form two identical daughter cells. This ensures that each new cell has the same genetic information as the original. What's the purpose of mitosis? In unicellular organisms, mitosis helps them reproduce asexually. But in multicellular organisms like humans, mitosis is essential for growth and repairing damaged or old cells. Now, let's take a closer look at the stages of mitosis. Each stage plays a key role in making sure the cell divides correctly. Before mitosis begins, the cell goes through interphase. During this stage, the cell grows and makes a copy of its DNA to prepare for division. During telophase, two new nuclei form around each set of chromosomes. The chromosomes begin to uncoil and the cell prepares to fully split. Finally, in cytokinesis, the cytoplasm divides and two identical daughter cells are formed, each with the same genetic material as the original parent cell. To summarize the stages of mitosis are interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, and cytokinesis. Together, these steps allow life to grow, heal, and continue through cell division.
While today, we'll be talking about meiosis, a special type of cell division that produces sex cells or gametes, such as sperm and egg cells. And what is meiosis? Meiosis is a process that reduces the number of chromosomes by half, creating four non-identical daughter cells. It's essential for sexual reproduction and genetic diversity. And why is it important? Meiosis ensures that offspring receive the correct number of chromosomes from their parents. It also introduces variation, which is why no two individuals are exactly alike. The two major divisions. Meiosis happen in two stages, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Each stage has its own step, similar to mitosis, but with the key difference in how chromosomes are divided. Meiosis 1. In meiosis 1, homologous chromosomes separate. This is the chromosomes number is reduced from diploid to haploid, meaning the cells now have half the original chromosomes. Prophase 1. During prophase 1, chromosomes condense and pair up with their matching partners in a process called sypnasis. This is also when the crossing over happens, where genes are exchanged for genetic variation. Metaphase 1. In metaphase 1, homologous chromosomes pairs line up in the middle of the cell. Their random arrangement helps increase genetic diversity in the resulting cells. Anaphase 1. In anaphase 1, the homologous pairs are pulled apart to the opposite side of the cell. Each side now has a mix of chromosomes from both parents. Telophase 1 and cytokinesis. During telophase 1, the cells divides into two. Each new cell has half the chromosomes, but each chromosome still has two sister chromatids attached. Meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 is similar to mitosis. The two haploid cells divide again to separate the sister chromatids, forming a total of 4 daughter cells. Prophase 2. In prophase 2, new spindle fibers from each haploid cell and the chromosomes begin to move toward the center of the cell again. Metaphase 2. During metaphase 2, the chromosomes line up at the center of each cell. The spindle fibers attach to the centromeres. Preparing to pull them apart. Anaphase 2. In anaphase 2, the sister chromatid separates and moves to opposite poles. Each chromatid is now considered an individual chromosome. Telophase 2 and cytokinesis. Finally, in telophase 2 and cytokinesis, 4 unique haploid cells are formed. Each contains a single set of chromosomes ready for the sexual reproduction. The whole process. To summarize, meiosis produces 4 genetically different haploid cells through the two division. This process ensures genetic diversity and makes sexual reproduction possible. And that's all for today.